I guess I'm going to the vet. Hi! Are you hungry? My rescue efforts in 2024 started very, very early, a day too early, when I found these two kittens who were thrown away in the bushes. It wasn't a happy ending though. Sadly, neither of them survived. I was also back at the temple, one of the main places where I find dogs who get thrown away, and true to good form, there was, yes, another dog thrown away. This was little Lola. I'd picked her up and taken her to the vet. Lola had a skin condition and a really bad break in her back leg, but she got better and better, and she became this lovely, lovely dog. Sadly, to this day, Lola hasn't found a home yet. She's one of the many dogs that over the year turned out to be really difficult to find homes for, which was a reoccurring theme.
Hi, little one. Oh, hello. Did you get stuck? she was howling from the other side of the temple. Come on, darling. Let's bring you back to your spot.
More dumped puppies in the temple, and this time it was Chocolate. She was this pink little thing I'd found in the temple. I'd given her some medication, and she was staying in the temple for a while. She got better and better and better, and I was really happy because Nanga, my rescue friend, helped to find Chocolate a brand new home.
Choco, I'm glad she's adopted. She has a family now.
People had started throwing dogs away at the rescue garden too. This was Lucy, who not long after got adopted.
But I'm very happy Lucy's doing well. And Bapak Pandya?
Yeah.
Bapak Pandya has already given her 2 baths already. She's doing really well here. Very, very happy for her.
On my travels around Bali, one day I found this dog. His name was Trishna. You can see a full video of him on the rest of my YouTube channel. At one point it looked like Trishna wasn't going to make it. He was so sick. He had a broken leg, he had skin condition, but it was so nice to see him recover. Now he's found a really, really lovely home and is just such a lovely dog. He really had an incredible time.
Senang sakarang. Hey Trishna.
Although I can't rescue every dog, a significant problem here is skin issues, so I go around with skin treatment and give dogs skin medicine to improve their condition.
These are the dogs from the other day, every single one of them with a skin condition. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. So I'm giving next guard to all of them. I brought a can of food. Okay, so that is all of my newly purchased next guard complete. Gone to all of these dogs here. Much needed. Skin conditions are really bad and they go around. How come you're friendly with me today? You hated me the other day. Eh? Stranger danger. Anyway, they should take a few weeks and they should all be much better.
I was never far from the temple though, and yet again more dumped puppies. This was Rhodesy, who was one of the more difficult dogs to catch because she was so shy, but she has grown up to be the loveliest, sweetest dog.
Is that the spot? So, Rhodesy here, she's the only dog from the last 6 months of rescue who hasn't been able to find a home, and honestly I've no idea why. Rhodesy, we'll get you a home one day, I promise. One day we'll get you a home, you darling.
At the time I'm making this video, Rhodesy still hasn't found a home, and it's the end of 2024. There were lots of celebrations this year as Violet, my rescued pig, reached an age that most pigs will never reach. That's 1 year old. Most pigs get slaughtered before then, but that will never happen to Violet. She really fits in my rescue garden. We held a little birthday party for Violet where she had a bit of cake and all the snacks that she likes. It was really nice to celebrate 1 year of life. And she's a reminder to me that these animals, they're all the same. They all have the same capacities to feel and to enjoy life, and they just want to live.
Hey, you're going to be easy to get, aren't you? Do you remember me?
There was also Rhodesy's sister, Vicky, who I'd rescued at the same time. Vicky had a skin condition, but she recovered really quickly. I took her to my garden for a bit. There was an unsuccessful adoption day. However, a few weeks later, I got a message from a nice man who had asked if he could adopt Vicky, and now she lives the life of Rayleigh with her new friend Rambo.
Good girl, good girl. Hi.
There was Chimoy too, who ended up being one of the most difficult cases I've ever had. She'd been thrown away and she had a tumour on her leg, and we tried really hard to save her leg, but it turned out that the tumour was attached to the bone, so they had to amputate the leg because they didn't think they'd be able to remove it. Poor Chimoy had had a really hard life. She'd been kept as a breeding mother, so somebody could make money out of her puppies, and then thrown away when she wasn't useful anymore. Chimoy had seemed to make a full recovery until December this year. I noticed that she started trying to pee a lot. It turns out that she's now got cancer in her lady part, so currently she's being treated for that at Sunset Vet. I'm hoping she'll make a full recovery from this too. Hero, a dog I'd rescued last year, who had an awful wound in his neck after he was never released from a chain after a puppy. His neck grew into the chain. It was really horrible. Anyway, I'm glad to say he's made a complete, full recovery now. Hero had had surgery on his neck, and the vets at Sunset Vets did a really great job.
Well, you've got a good life now, Hero. Eh? Look at his scar, you can hardly see it.
He's completely fully recovered. Now he lives in the back of Nenga's office. Nenga is my rescue friend, and her boss kindly let us put a few dogs in her garden.
It's Hero. Shelley back there. And Pooji. Bella! Hey, darling. Oh.
One dog who will never ever have to worry again is Bella. She was rescued from the temple as well. I'm really happy to say that she's got the best home.
My Bella.
There was more great adoption news as Bobo got a new home, and I think probably my favourite adoption of the year is from Anne, who is now named Nana Angrek, and she has the best life ever with her new adopters, Ayu and Nova. She even has her own Instagram page.
A mini sterilisation day today for some of the puppies who were dumped.
I didn't count it, and over the course of the year, I think I probably helped to sterilise around 100 dogs, and that's thanks to patrons who support me and enable me to be able to pay the vets to sterilise dogs. I'd also rescued a baby pig after he was thrown away on a beach in Bali. I thought that he was doing really well, but I'm very sad to say that he managed to escape his pen. He crawled underneath the gate, which was originally covered by blocks, and sadly the dogs got to him and he passed away. Losing Theo has made me realise how really important it is to have a safe space dedicated to farm animals, and that's one of the things that I plan to do in 2025 with the Bali Farm Sanctuary. Rest in peace to Lion, Kue, Eris, Mika, and all of the animals I lost, but I'm glad that I was able to give them a little bit of love before they did. There were also animals that I thought would pass away, but did make it, like Jackie. She was thrown at the temple with a broken leg, skin disease, and all sorts of other issues. She was looked after by Sunset Vet, and she's made a full recovery. Jackie is now with me. She's already moved to the garden, and you'll see in a little moment the rescue house. I bet you can't guess what's under here. Just kidding, of course you can. It's definitely going to be a rescued animal, and that's exactly what it is. Hello. Hi. So, oh, I'm sorry. I heard a meowing this morning. I'm pretty sure someone had thrown this kitten outside my house. Desi was thrown outside my house. She was really scared of me, but has made a really good recovery. She's a lovely little kitten. She's still with me. She's about 6 months old now. Nobody has yet come forward to adopt her. Every time I think I've seen it all, something new comes along to blow my mind, and this time there was a blind dog who was thrown away in the bushes. He was completely emaciated, didn't know where he was. I'd picked him up and named him Bob. Bob has been living with me, he's been having a good time, and he's recently moved to the rescue house. Nobody's come forward to adopt Bob yet. Of course he's completely blind, but he's such a lovable dog. I hope he gets a home soon.
Well done. Well done. I'm very proud of you. These two baby kittens were dumped yesterday. Oh dear. Ayo. Oh, Cassian. Neither of them, it's okay, neither of them can see.
I'd picked up a couple of kittens from Sukawati as well. They were in really terrible condition, and I'd taken them directly home to try and help them shortly after the black one passed away. But thankfully, the ginger one survived. We named him Awir, and he had eye problems too. Later on, Awir grew into a big naughty ginger cat.
Well, I'll just say hello and afternoon from Bali. This is Dilla and Hamza. Hi, guys. You're adopting Awir. Thank you very, very much. He's enjoying his life already. He's got a new brother as well.
Back at the temple, and more puppies have been thrown away. This time, Bendy and Gedig, I picked them up and took them to the vet. They were very sick.
She seems to have some energy, but yeah, apparently it was critically low. In the last, I think last night, she looks like she's got a little more oomph about her.
Thankfully, both of them made a great recovery.
Come on, girls. Let's get you back to the garden. Bendy over here is part one of Bendy and Gedig. Oh, thanks, Benz.
Back at the yard with Pooji, Shelley, Moggy and Hero, we had some news come through that was going to change everything for them. A new headache to consider.
There's bad news, basically, from here. And that bad news is that by February, Hero, Pooji, Moggy and Shelley will have to have somewhere new to go, because Nenga's boss has been very kind, allowing us to keep them here, but he's moving, and that means the rent is going to run out.
This was never a long-term solution for Hero, Shelley, Pooji or Moggy, so the headache I have now is to try and find a solution for them, because we've been told that they have to leave by February in 2025. That's not because the guy is a bad guy, but his rent is running out and he has to leave. So I need to think of something to do with these 4 dogs.
Okay, we made it. I've got Gedig, Chimoy, Jackie and Rhodesy.
I tried a couple of adoption days this year. The first one was really successful. The next 2 got 0 adoptions. I was starting to run out of ideas for where to put these dogs.
This is Black Friday. I didn't name him, but he's black and he came in on Friday. His actual name is Blackie. Hello, mate. Hello. He's not been having a good time. He's shown a lot of aggression, understandably, because he's in a lot of pain. Hi, buddy. Look what I've got for you. Look what I've got. Alright, where was I? I was explaining about Black Friday. Black Friday, give us the big reveal. Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey. Look, you look million, billion, gazillion times better.
Over at the rescue garden, things were about to take a turn for a worse. I knew rainy season was coming, but I didn't know how badly rainy season would arrive. I'd been trying to prepare by installing what's called a French drain and put some new drainage into the rescue garden.
Yeah, I haven't finished. I was pretty tired coming here and digging this trench for ages, and there hasn't been any rain. It disappeared, all the rain. We thought, whoa, rainy season has hit, and then it's been wall-to-wall sunshine ever since. the garden is flooded. I've already taken all of the dogs. It was a big risk having them here, you know. I don't want them getting waterborne illness and things like that, and it was just an absolute muddy mud show, let's call it.
Last year the rain never got too bad and the garden didn't really flood much, but this year it was just rain after rain after rain, and it was really getting bad.
Oh, the rain has just been phenomenally bad rain. I've been in the garden all morning because the place was flooded again. I've got the pump on over here, and I'm pumping water out here. Been going for about maybe 2.5 hours now. I've cleared a lot of this and dug a couple of trenches here and here, and it's sending the water out. And if you would have asked me, Aaron, do you imagine you will be one of the foremost irrigation experts in a limited space in Bali? I'd have said, nah, probably not.
It was urgent, so I took all the dogs out of the rescue garden, leaving only Violet there, and started working on trying to find a new place for the dogs.
So yeah, here we are. A beautiful area of Bali. It's about an hour from my house, but this is the house that we're renting for the dogs. So it's nice, and it's got a nice outdoor bit, a couple of covered bits, and it's really nice. I think it's going to be really good. So yeah, here's the outside bit. It's nice and big. It's enough outside bit to be nice, but also with enough shelter, which is fantastic. So I'm really happy about that. And then this lovely doorway. Look at this. Wow. The Balinese know how to make a fancy door, and this, my friends, is a fancy door. Look at that. And then inside, also really nice and spacious. Okay, we're back at the rescue house. We got Bobby and Bob. Good boy, Bob. I love you too, Bob. I love you too, Bob. Good boy. And Lola, Jackie over here. Today, Ayu and her daughter Mimi, they're going to be looking after all the dogs here, so they'll be coming here morning and night. We had a temporary solution, we've just switched over, so we're all good. That's the plan for today. And then, oh, what a drive. I am absolutely soaked. And it's raining again. I need to try and cut down a little bit on everything I've taken on, so I can focus on the Bali Farm Sanctuary, which interestingly is right over there. Is it where those trees are there, in amongst all those trees? So it's all pretty close together. We've got the land. We know what land we want, but we don't have any money to rent it. So we're putting together a seed funders package. If anybody would like to have a look at our plans, send me a message.
I want to thank everybody who has supported me to do this, whether you've been a subscriber on the YouTube channel or supporting directly with funding. It all really helps. In the next year, I'm going to continue doing my best for these dogs, and I also want to make sure that I can start that safe place for Violet and animals like her in the form of the Bali Farm Sanctuary. So stay tuned, and thank you very much again for supporting my mission.
Okay, so a big thank you to everybody for supporting Violet and for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. I couldn't do it without you, so thank you for your support, thank you for liking, for subscribing, and of course if you're a monthly donor, very much appreciated as well.